Hi, this is Shaman Weaver Sheila Baker, and I just want to welcome in 2018 and just notice what a shift in energy, even in these very first few days, that I've noticed, and I'm imagining you're picking up on too. So let's look back, let's reflect back for a moment to 2017 and know that from my perspective, my understanding, my deep knowing, that was a year of getting solid in my core, looking around at what was going on in the world, and then coming to really assess, acknowledge, and become the authority, the author of my own values, my own perspectives, and my own priorities. And in doing that, what I've noticed in my colleagues and my students and myself is that I feel more solid. I feel like I know that I have a sense of direction. I might not be at the destination yet. And really, there is no destination. It's all a journey, isn't it? And so knowing that I'm firm and solid in my core, that I've come to understand my priorities, what I align with, who I align with, and even the deep exploration of why I align with that. Having put that into perspective for myself, and if you haven't done that, I invite you to do that. There's some wonderful ways of doing it. And my beliefs, looking at your bogus beliefs, is a lovely thing. So if you haven't listened to that podcast, I invite you to do that. So then you can get to what are your right, true, and beautiful beliefs? What are you aligned with? And coming from that place of solid alignment, you can turn into 2018. So 2017 was a 1 year. It was about me. It was about you. It was about each of us individually, really. And now this year, 2018, is about taking that solidity that I'm talking about and turning it out into the world. You know, if you listen to my podcast, you'll hear me say the heart radiates out in 360 degrees. So when you're feeling something in your heart or in your gut, it's emanating out into the world 360 degrees. So from that place of solid knowing what your priorities are, what you're aligned with, and knowing that your heart radiates that out, you can begin to relate to other things, because 2018 is a 2. That's about relationships. It's not just relationships to other humans. Boy-girl relationships, girl-girl relationships, boy-boy relationships. It's bigger than that, as if there is such a thing, but it is. It's your relationship to food, to your environment, to your passion, to your purpose, to your right alignment, to your loved ones. It's your relationship to everything. And this year, for me anyway, my right alignment got me to a place where I looked at one word that's going to speak to me about the year. So, me personally, my one word is allow. You know, we did a lot of work last year. We aligned ourselves. We moved through a lot of drama. And I think going through all of that drama without us personally becoming traumatized, which is us not taking things personally, one of the 5 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, is that we learned that we were mutable, that we were flexible, that we're resilient, and that we can indeed make a comeback and we can indeed stand for ourselves. So that's the solidness of the one. When you take that into relationship, with that kind of solidness, it goes out into the world and it vibrates and resonates with those folks who are aligned with you. So you may even notice that already this year, people are talking about being uplifted, motivated. There's a Women's March on January the 20th. These kinds of right alignments where we find our priorities and then we take them into relationship. Your relationship with where you buy things, what you decide to buy. You know, we don't think about it really, but our dollars are ways that we show influence. So without us really doing anything and having those bills not passed about GMO, if you notice, non-GMO is starting to be really prevalent. So we put the call out, we put out that resonance. We couldn't really see that they heard it. And yet, the subtle quality underneath was that which got them to move towards, oh, this is non-GMO, and this is non-GMO, and this is organic. So look at the influence that we have, that you have, by just putting the call out. Now, sometimes we put the call out, particularly around relationships. We put the call out and we expect that it's going to have immediate gratification. And so something comes along, and this, you'll notice this year. This is a 2-year, so it's about relationship. Something will come along and it'll be almost right, but not quite. And so you get to practice with that. There's nothing that's coming in this year that you are engaging with that isn't aligned with you. As you shift your alignment, your vibration, your intuition even, you will notice that the resonance becomes better and better and better. One of the things that I did last year was a 6-week class on Deepen Your Intuition. I'm going to resurrect that because it feels to me that our first relationship is with self. And when we come to know ourself, then we can become aligned. And I'm talking a lot about alignment. We can resonate with ourselves first and figure out what makes us happy. What do we want to join in with? What are we going to avoid? What's my relationship to coffee? What's my relationship to any other substance? Food, drug, whatever. Water even. And as you start to question these relationships from this place of being solid, you'll notice that it shifts. We're in a place right now where if you listen to my pal Ray Couture, what you will see is that there's an eclipse coming up at the end of this month, the end of January, so you can look it up. And then the middle of February, there's another eclipse. These are very powerful. The first is a lunar eclipse, so it's about our emotions. How are we in right relationship with our emotions? The next one in February is a solar eclipse. How are we in right relationship with how we show up in the world? So as you begin to explore these things in whatever way you like, vision boards are great, meditation is awesome, walks in the park or just walks period, while you're contemplating these things. And I like to start with, who am I? When you come to knowing that, and you can give yourself one word, just like I did for the whole of this year. A few months ago, I did a Deepak and Oprah meditation, Destiny and Desire. And their first question was, who am I? And it said love. And I did the yeah, but thing. Yeah, but I'm this. Yeah, but I'm that. Yeah, but I'm this other thing. And all I kept hearing was love. It's a 21-day meditation, so I didn't want to miss the next day. So I thought, well, I'll get back to this. So indeed, after the 21 days, I went back to the first meditation, who am I? And once again, I heard love. And it took weeks of me doing that meditation twice a day and that meditation only to actually be able to own that I am love. Now, if that is me, it is also you, because we're all a reflection of one another. So knowing that I'm love gave me a lot of freedom to express that love. Just like in these podcasts where I share things that they just come through me to you. So when you come to know that you're love, because if you're listening, we're resonating, and so you know that, you may not believe it 100% because, you say nasty things about whatever. But when you come to know it, when you come to feel it, if you're like me, you'll have a sense of freedom, because then no matter what you do, no matter whether you're standing in line or you're moving your car in front of someone else, you'll be doing it from love. Now, can you imagine what each of us going, oh, everything I'm doing comes from love? Just that mere thought. So me just planting that, you just listening and receiving it, letting it come in and going, wow, could it be possible? Could I be love? And then take a moment, because is it possible? Could it be true? Then from that place of perhaps a little doubt or maybe deep knowing, you're going to radiate that out into the world. Everything you look at will shift because you'll look at it through the eyes of love. Now, you're not going to do it 100% right away, but you'll speak in more loving ways. I know I am. I'm always about having fun. And now I'm about loving having fun and having fun loving. There's so many ways that you can incorporate this into your life. And since this year is all about relationship, begin with your relationship first to yourself. Now, next month, you'll have an opportunity, because all of us get caught up in, Valentine's Day and all of that. You'll have an opportunity to relate to another. But just for now, take this time before the eclipse. Go and check out the eclipse. Look at Ray Couture and find out what he has to say about the upcoming eclipse or some other favorite astrologer. And then use this information between now and the end of the month to look at your emotions, because this year is a call to expand, to grow, to be more authentic. So when your relationship is solid with yourself, you can go out into the world being even more authentic than you have been. So first, your relationship is to yourself, then to the other. This is a call for authenticity. So some of us think being authentic is crazy. Well, in several ways. Crazy because we're crazy authentic, or crazy because someone else is authentic and it's too much for us. But be authentic for yourself first. Do some beautiful mirror work. Thank yourself for getting yourself to exactly where you are now. No one else did it. You did it. So acknowledge and love yourself for doing that. Get into right relationship with your values, your priorities, and your beliefs. And from that place, get into relationship with other things. You can even get into relationship with bowling or a hobby. These are all relationships. So 2018 invites us to be authentic in our relationships, beginning with ourselves first. And if I can help you bust your bogus beliefs, if I can help you look into the Akashic records for what is your passion, purpose, and prosperity in this life, or if I can help you in any other way, soul retrieval, counseling, my mentoring programs are awesome. I'd love to do that. shamanweaver.com. Blessings.